Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with a couple of announcements that are, I guess, important to the upcoming weeks. Mostly next week, I guess, but next week and on. So first off, we're gonna start with the winner of our recent poll. So earlier this week, we took a poll for what is going to currently replace Togen Anki on the schedule. Because Togen Anki, while not being canceled, is being put on hold for now due to the fact that the recent episodes have been really affecting my mental health in a very negative way. Um, if you want more info on that and haven't seen the reactions, you should just go check those out. I explain in the most recent video, especially, why it's been affecting my health. Mind you, if you're watching this in the future, then this doesn't really affect you. But yeah. So we're putting it on hold, and we will come back to it at a future time when I'm in a better place to handle that kind of content. Because it was getting to me in a very negative way, and I didn't want to be in that state. Um, it's just like I was not in the mindset or, you know, mental health level to be in that kind of emotional turmoil. But I do love the series. Like outside of that, it's a great series still, and it's just I need a break from it. But today we announced the winner. So I did a poll that is full of shows that are very specifically more lighthearted stuff. Because even when stuff like this can get a little more serious, it doesn't go into that same kind of heavier territory. Um, and I decided to host this poll knowing that one of the options was going to be carried the entire way through and be like an almost instantaneous winner. I want to give you guys the choice, though, just in case. I thought maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe it'll be more of an actual race between the choices. It was not. Adventure Time, Distant Lands, and Fiona and Cake just blew everything else out of the water. I'm actually a little surprised DuckTales wasn't second, though, and had more votes. I actually really expected that one to have a lot more. I'm surprised Shikanoko was actually the second place. I'm not disappointed, just surprised. But yeah, Adventure Time obviously carried this all the way through. It was in the lead right from the beginning and never let it go. So, not really a surprise. Like I said, I knew that was going to happen. It's like putting Adventure Time on the poll against pretty much anything is going to basically force that to take the prize. But again, I wanted to give you guys the choice anyways to see if anything might happen, but also to at least give you guys the say in it. Because again, I might have ended up getting surprised. It might have ended up catching me off guard. It didn't, but the possibility existed. So we will be starting Adventure Time Distant Lands right away next week, and since Distant Lands is so short, we'll be going through that and then getting to Fiona and Cake right away. Season 1 at least. I know Season 2 I think is either just started or is about to just start, but obviously we're not getting into that yet. And I want to make very clear, no spoilers. I was spoiled on a good portion of things from the main Adventure Time series. There were even specifically things in the series finale that I was spoiled on. I know practically nothing about Distant Lands or Fiona and Cake. Do not spoil anything for me on this, please. And mind you, my spoilers for the main series were because of how long the series has been out and people just talking about it. It wasn't any kind of malicious thing or anything from the audience on this channel or anything, or any of my channels at this point. Um, Considering how long I was reacting to Adventure Time, and that included my previous channels from back before those were unfairly terminated. But not really the point. The point is, yeah, we're starting that right away next week. But this comes into the second announcement. Next week is YomaCon week. So for those who don't know, every year I take part in a convention in my hometown area called YomaCon. And I not only help volunteer for it, but I run panels, I record cosplay music videos, which go up here on the channel, and just enjoy my time there. The problem is that YomaCon is between Thursday and Sunday next week, once again, obviously, at this point. It's between Thursday and Sunday, and because of that, it does interfere with some recording. Now, I could pre record a lot of stuff, but I also have to get a movie pre recorded next week for the final part of the Halloween special for Halloween night. And I'm going to have a bunch to do getting ready for the convention. So I mentioned in an update video earlier in the month that I was going to wait until like the week before to kind of announce what my plans were for like the schedule for YomaCon week, and I have made that decision. And it's not a decision I've made lightly. It's not a decision that I really enjoyed making, but it's only going to be changing for 1 week, so it's not a big deal. The Monday after YomaCon, everything goes back to normal. So let me get this up so I can express this to you through all honesty and fairness. But it is going to be a cut down week. There are going to be a few shows that we're just not going to react to. And it sucks because I'm enjoying all the shows we're cutting out, but I basically have to prioritize here. So I have to put a few shows before others for a number of reasons. So next week's schedule is going to be as such. Monday, which is October 27th, will be One Piece. And that's it. So you may be wondering, oh, but didn't you just say Adventure Time Distant Lands starts next week? Yes. But because of next week, we're going to actually put that on Tuesday. Now, the week after, it's going to go back to Mondays. One Piece and Adventure Time will both be on Mondays. But for next week only, it's going to start on the channel on Tuesday. So Monday is One Piece. Tuesday is Adventure Time. Wednesday is going to be One Punch Man. So normally that's going to be on Thursdays every week, but just for next week, it's going to be Wednesday instead. Thursday will be Has Been Hotel Season 2. So I'm posting this after I've already uploaded the final 2 episodes of Golden Boy, so I will have said in there that Has Been Hotel's replacing that. But at the same time, I feel like it was obvious I was going to be getting to that ASAP anyways, with how much I love the Helliverse shows. So it's like that's not really a shock at all. But yeah, Has Been Hotel will normally be on Fridays. It's just, again, next week it's going to be on Thursday because of the schedule. And then Friday will be the final Halloween special, which is the Monster. There will be no videos on Saturday and Sunday at all. So it's just going to be those 4 shows, which means Apothecary Diaries, The Summer Hikaru Died, and Dr. Stone will all be off next week. Which really sucks because I really enjoy all 3 of those a lot. But I had to pick and choose. And basically at this point I could only do like 1 video per day. And even then, the movie for Friday still also has to be pre-recorded. So that's going to probably be on Monday that I'm going to have to pre-record that. Just out of necessity. Because it's like, I think it would be better to get that at the start of the week than when it's closer to the convention. You know what I mean? But yeah, I had to basically cut it down to one reaction a day outside of, doing the movie as well. And it's like, it sucks, but I cannot be like forcing myself to get through everything on the week I need to be preparing for this convention. So, yeah. There's just going to be way too much to do for me to be able to record anything more than that. But the week after, once again, which will be the week of Monday, November 3rd, we'll go back to our normal schedule. One Piece and Adventure Time on Monday, Apothecary Diaries Tuesday, Summer Hikaru Died on Wednesday, One Punch Man on Thursday, and then Has Been Hotel and Dr. Stone on Friday, plus the two movies for the weekend. That will go back to normal on, once again, the week of Monday, November 3rd. But next week is just going to be, different, is going to be special because of solely. Sorry if I'm making like weird motions. I'm fixing a spelling error. I noticed. But it's just going to be for next week because of it being the week of the convention. It's not really anything I can help. As a reminder, though, the entire month of November, all movie reactions are going to be chosen via randomized wheel. So we've done the randomizer wheel before on the channel. We've even done a special where we randomized our movie reactions before. So we're going to be doing that again. It's basically super simple. I'm just going to put a bunch of movies from a bunch of different genres and categories onto the wheel, spin it, whatever comes up is what we react to each for each reaction for November. Really that simple. Nothing else you have to worry about in that regard. So, yeah. That should be it in terms of updates for today. So once again, Adventure Time, Distant Lands, and Fiona and Cake won the poll. That starts next week, but on a special day because next week we're having a cut down week due to the convention. There's just way too much I'm going to need to get done. And on top of it, the week after, everything goes back to normal. Everything's going to go back to its normal level. And the month of November, all movie reactions will be randomized. There also will be no end of the month movie reactions for November, just like there weren't for this month and won't be for December. These 3 months, it's just the holidays and everything else. It's just like I wouldn't be able to do an entire week of movies. But that will return in January. End of the month movie weeks will return in January, so don't worry about that. We will be back to that. So yeah, if you have any questions, any thoughts, anything you want to add or ask about, feel free to leave those in the comments below. Thank you all so much, as always, for tuning in. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.